Okay, so I have drafted a template for a cover letter so that all you need to do is download the sample or template cover letter. Two versions. There's an editable version of it, which is in Microsoft Word, so that you can edit it and type your name in there before you print, or the PDF version, which if you don't have access to a computer to edit it, you can simply just print it and then write your name with your pen, and then you're good to go. So this is what I'm talking about. If you come to the bottom here, you'll see in there, it says, my name. You write your name, Olomu Benedict Ogaga, or whatever your name is, you put it in there. Then there is the part for email. You write your email address there if you have. If you don't have email address, put your phone number there. So this is the template of the cover letter. This one is addressed to the President of the Senate and then to the Speaker of the House of Representatives. It says submission of Electoral Amendment Bill 2025. Okay. And then it goes on to state a whole lot of reasons. I'll leave you to read it. The file will be attached. Two files of this cover letter will be attached. Will be a link to them will be put in the description and maybe also in the pinned comment so that you can download it, whichever is more convenient for you. The PDF version where you can just sign, all right? And then you also have the Word version that you can edit. So instead of having all these lines there, you can just remove it and just type your name so that it will look something like this. Let me see if I can just quickly. Good. So that it will look something like this. Let me pull this in. Okay. So this one is the Word version where you have your name like this. You can type it out. But if you don't have access to Microsoft Word, and for me, the easier approach would just be to download this PDF version. Just use Biro to write your name, write your email address, write your phone number. And then you can attach the Electoral Amendment Bill. And then this is an update. In fact, I should have said this first. This is an update. The previous version, which is version 2, version 1, the previous version did not include provisions for diaspora voting, and it did not include provisions for early voting. So in this update, we included provisions for diaspora voting and also included provisions for early voting. So please, as a citizen of Nigeria, let us take the task seriously. Let us take the bull by the horn and let us go through it. If you can read and write, don't wait for those who cannot read and write. Don't say that, oh, many Nigerians are not serious, they sell their votes and all that. These are the little things that we can do to help the others that are not as strong, that are not as privileged as we are. You know, I consider those of us that are disciplined enough not to sell our votes quite privileged, because you will be shocked at how easy it is for some Nigerians to just simply sell their votes. Now, we don't need all Nigerians to pass this bill. We just need critical mass. And that is why I want to appeal to you again. Just download it. The link is in the description. Download it. Go through it. If you have corrections, let us know. We have added two things now. Diaspora voting and then early voting. Look through the conditions. And then, in addition to the previous condition of electronic transmission being mandatory, electronic collation, and then the electronic publishing of the results by INEC. Fantastic provisions that I feel that you should know about, and then you should have the opportunity to also contribute to. So perhaps there will be a version 3, but I am confident with this version 2. It contains the critical provisions, and I feel that with the corrections we have made so far, based on the suggestions that you made, I think that we are good to go. If there will be any other alterations, maybe it can come after. For now, I think we can run with this so that we can put pressure on the National Assembly to pass this Electoral Act. Let me just quickly go through the added sections, which is on diaspora voting, right? Diaspora voting. So there's going to be an insertion of a new section after section 23 of the Electoral Act 2022. There'll be a new section called 23A to 23C, right? And then all those are stated. Then you have early voting. These two are the insertions that you should know about. Early voting, we put in there 7 days. If you think it should be more than 7 days, maybe 14 days or even 21 days, let us know. But this one now, in the early voting amendment that we have made, or alteration or updates that we have made to this amendment, we have put there 7 days. All right, so that's it for this one. These are the updates that I thought I should bring to you right now. Take your time to share this video. Let people hear. This is a message that Nigerians need to hear. Share this video. The more you share it, the more people will see it. And then you are free to also repurpose it, make it into shorts, share it, put it in your WhatsApp status, share it. Let Nigerians know that there is an opportunity for them to contribute to making sure that our elections for 2027 are actually rigging proof. If we can pass this Electoral Act, I can assure you it will be difficult for INEC to rig the 2027 election. It will be very, very difficult. And mind you, don't forget, I said that this electoral amendment is actually one of 7 steps in Project Eagle. One of 7 steps. In fact, it is the first and the easiest step. No, I will not say easiest. It's the first step that is dependent on government or dependent on the National Assembly to pass. The Project Eagle, which would actually go deeper into very soon or subsequently, contains 6 other steps that are dependent on us that will actually safeguard our elections in 2027. So this one, we will push it to the best of our ability, and with your cooperation, we hope that we will make sure the National Assembly passes it, and then the President assents to it, and it becomes law in good time. In good time. This can be done within the next 3 months. In fact, they can pass it with speed in the next 1 month if we put enough pressure on them. All of us have to send this amendment bill. All I'm asking you to do is, if you can print a physical copy, print a physical copy. If you cannot print a physical copy to go physically to the National Assembly, I've printed mine. I've printed mine. Okay, so it's just for me to submit. The time is about 4:04 now, 4:04 p.m. They would have closed at the National Assembly. If not, I would have gone there to go and submit this today. We put in quite some time to make sure that we come up with this amendment, the additional diaspora voting and early voting provisions. So that caused the delay. If not, I had hoped that if we had finished the updates during the weekend, then by first thing Monday, I'd wanted to go to the National Assembly to submit. But since we could not finish the additional provisions, we finished it quite late. And so, but I've printed the cover letter. The cover letter is also important. You have the cover letter, you have the updated Electoral Amendment Act 2025, the proposed bill. Those 2 documents. Download them, print them, attach the cover letter, write your name on the cover letter, sign your signature, put your email and your phone number, and then send it to the National Assembly. You can do that if you're in Abuja. You can do that from your state, send it to your state to send. Just make sure you are mounting pressure. This one now does not require you to come out and protest. This is the best silent pressure we can put on them. I can assure you. Imagine that 50 million Nigerians are sending emails or WhatsApp messages to the senators, to the House of Rep members, to the governors, to the commissioners, to the ministers, to the president. Do you know the president can even send this bill to the National Assembly as an executive bill? They can actually do that. So, like there's need for us to participate in this. If we put enough pressure on them, then we will get results. And the pressure is not one that puts you at risk. It doesn't put you at any risk. Just, in fact, you can DHL it. Put it in a DHL and send it if you don't have time. If you are abroad, put it in a DHL, send it to the National Assembly or whatever courier service you choose, right? Which other one again now? DHL and what? Just choose any courier service of your choice. You can mail it to them, to the Senate President. You can, and then the Word version, you can edit it such that the name, okay, maybe we'll do a draft template and also include it in the description such that you have the name, you have space for the name of the particular public office holder. Where is it? So instead of saying to the President of the Senate, we can just leave space there, you know, like we did at the bottom here. Leave space there so that you can also now just write the name of the senator or the House of Rep member that you want to send it to. I think we'll do that and leave it in the description too, so that you can just download it. We have a lot to do. If you are a patriotic Nigerian, you have to do this. This is more like a responsibility. It is a duty that we must do to our country. We cannot just sit by and be afraid. And yeah, you can have a right to be afraid. It's a survival thing. But this one does not put you at risk at all. It does not put you at risk. At all. You can send it as an email to their email addresses. If you go to nas.gov.ng, you will see the email addresses and the contact number of the committee chairman. They are there. They have a responsibility. I'm talking about the lawmakers now, to give the public this information so that the public can interact with them. So use this contact. I'm not saying go and insult them. I'm not saying go and talk vulgarly to them. Don't abuse them. We don't need to be abusive to get this done. We can do this politely, right? Professionally. Just submit it. That's the pressure. When a senator sees that the constituents are sending these things in and they see the number, 50 million, 30 million people sending this, they will know that Nigerians have woken up. And nobody can shoot a WhatsApp message. Nobody can shoot an email. So please, I beg you Nigerians, seize this opportunity. Let us do the needful so that within the next 1 or 2 months we'll actually pass this bill. Thank you very much. Subsequently, we'll go into details of Project Eagle. Time for us to start taking action. Protests, for me, they are good, but they are not as potent as these things that will be given to you in Project Eagle. Watch out for Project Eagle. I'm sure it's a video that you want to watch. Trust me.